and 4 more years with Barack Obama.
Not what the Romney camp wanted to hear. President Obama rolling to a second term, beating Mitt Romney by winning more than 300 electoral votes. For more on how the president did it, we're going to bring in Politico Chief White House correspondent Mike Allen now. Mike, I know you want to talk about if we're going to see any bipartisanship. Before we hear from you, let's hear from what the president had to say last night about that topic.
And in the coming weeks and months, I am looking forward to reaching out and working with leaders of both parties to meet the challenges we can only solve together.
So, Mike, the challenge here is the makeup of Congress didn't change, so can this work?
No, that's a good point. And the president last night also said he was going to meet with Mitt Romney, which I think is something kind of new. He's starting by saying the right things, but there's very tough lines. We're told that the president does not plan to cave on his determination to raise taxes at the end of the year on people who make $225,000 or more. When the Bush tax cuts expire, he's going to extend it for the middle class, but not for those top earners. The House Republicans, you talk about it being status quo. Speaker Boehner, Republican, is still in charge. He says, not only will I not go along with raising taxes on people making $250,000 a year, I won't go along with raising taxes on people who make $1 million a year. So drawing a very hard line there. At 3:30 today, Speaker Boehner is going to go before cameras and say that there was the only mandate the president got was a mandate to find common ground. We're told that what the White House is going to say when the president gets back, and he's going to be flying back from Chicago at about the same time this afternoon, is that his plan is common ground. So they're not even talking the same language at this moment.
All right, taking a look back at last night, such a close race. What ended up tipping the scales for President Obama?
Yeah, the Obama campaign just outsmarted the Romney campaign again and again. One of the things that we're going to hear more and more about is how they use data and analytics to really raise money, turn out their voters. If you downloaded their app, you got not only a list of your friends who hadn't voted or hadn't registered, you got their pictures as well. And they found that people were very likely to respond to those. They also set up a program that made it easier for you to give automatically. They used that, and they found out if volunteers, how good a volunteer you were, how likely you were to do. So they measured everything, and it's part of what came up with those contests that raised so much money for the Dinner with Barack program.
Sure. All right, less than 30 seconds, Mike. What did the Romney camp do wrong then?
Yeah, they laid back in the summer. They spent too much time raising money from big donors. They didn't have a plan for raising money for smaller donors, which in this social media age is really important. And by the time they started buying TV advertising, by the time they come up with a message, people in those critical states, Ohio, Wisconsin, and even to some degree here in battleground Virginia, people already knew what they thought of Mitt Romney. When his ads came on, it was too late.
All right,
Mike
so
Allen.
super PACs, the big losers.
They really are. They spent $1 billion, and they don't have much to show for it.
Mike Allen playing Wednesday morning quarterback for us. Great job to you and your colleagues at Politico. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for your
Appreciate it.
coverage.